championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Philadelphia. It's the 49ers and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Sunday night.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play.
And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Well, how about that adrenaline? First play of the game, and we have a catch that we're going to talk about probably the rest of this game and straight into the highlights.
Right out of the gate. What an effort. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis. As you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. McCaffrey fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. They'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the 49ers have struck first in this NFC title game. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they've played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Purdy looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 4 yards out. And the Niners have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Right now, they're in some uncharted waters, Charles. They haven't been facing deficits like this season. We're going to see what they're made of.
And I think the easy thing right now is for us to discuss how the home crowd can help them, carry them along. Bottom line, though, they've got to make plays to get the crowd back into it, to help them with the rest of their game. That means best players got to make those big-time plays right now. They need them in a big way.
They fought so hard to be here at home for the conference championship game. See if they can propel themselves to the Super Bowl. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the break, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there.
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Purdy to throw it on first down. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's Purdy. Gets this one to use check. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, here's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They go play action with Hurts. throw is going to be incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's caught downfield by Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
What?
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well in time there. And now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
What? Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On 2nd down, McCaffrey gets by him at the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Purdy.
Oh,
and this is going to be incomplete.
What I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Damn,
and his kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense with Jalen Hurts at the controls, ready for their next possession. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already, and he'll try to sort things out here as they begin with a 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
73.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second down, here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On first and 10, it's Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Eagles get a bit closer. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and throw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting it and by him going up and getting it.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just...
The turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they start in the best of all positions, first and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5, pickup of 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
One more time with Swift. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
63.
Swift. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And that is going to be a safety. A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. That's taken on the 25. Shifts by him. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Grant Calcaterra as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2, tie it up, go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here and making that decision.
Those decisions. You have a little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the Battle of the Sea. He will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Jacksonville Jaguars who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden. Our 2 squads making their final adjustments prior to the second half kick. Which team will be the one standing as NFC champions at the end? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon and Charles.
Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation as opposed to run and being caught a little bit out of position. Fortunately, he's able to track him down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's a 7-yard line. The catch is made. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg Calcaterra. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll try to run with Swift. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Nolan Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now a draw play to McCaffrey.
Oh, fuck.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
First down, San Francisco.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing here, Purdy. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk.
Wow.
Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk from 17 yards out. And the Niners have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Purdy will throw for it. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful. And it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. Swift going to try up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for them.
And he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got in the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's the spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that they can carry you in the spot you don't want to be.
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't have done.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a...
How you did? Move.
You fuck around, you scratching and biting and shit too?
What the fuck wrong with you? Goddamn orange cats, I swear. Orange cat syndrome.
Fuck her. Now you're gonna get electrocuted. Your cute ass.
Pull it out.
Stop being so goddamn adorable at the same time.
I'm gonna beat it.
Little asshole. Look at her.
I'm gonna beat it.
He's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Throwing on second down. Hurts. It's complete. And they do get him down before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
He get mad if you go near him, too.
Watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game. Elliott good on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
He was greedy, too.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Able to slither by. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Purdy tosses out wide complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. Higgins. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly when the play comes to you, and sometimes you have to put some ground to make the plays we just saw.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And
I'm short. Popsicle is not for dinner.
No, it's weapon. In weapon?
The weapon we didn't have? Okay.
Look at the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And the pressure mounting.
Why did you show me that?
Right now.
It's fucking adorable.
In the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now
off to the races down the right side. A big play there for Philly. And even 60 yards.
This game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
To lose.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Hurts on the option right. I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, Swift. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. Touchdown. Devontae Smith. The second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are closing in on the Super Bowl right now as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Yeah.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep. If they close this game out, just a few snaps remaining, they can't relax just yet.
If I ever had a Chihuahua, that would be me.
This is
5 plays there on that drive. It was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Lost it last year.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So Purdy and the Niners down by 11. A minute 53 remaining. Their Super Bowl hopes hanging by a thread as they come up on first down.
They knew exactly right away.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
O'Malley.
To throw
Alley cat.
He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And it won't be a pick six, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
I personally fucked up. I didn't care.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles!
These receivers are better than
And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left.
He was fucking really dehydrated.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And there will not be a return here. It's
trying to play around.
And it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw.
They're telling me that. Too late for that now.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. Inside the 10. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And now they are in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Niners set to take over on offense. Their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And that went to the right side and incomplete. Down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. The Eagles are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gordon, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.